Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Welcome to this morning's Srimad Bhagavatam class. It's a recording from a class given by Srila Prabhupada. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, Texts 18 and 19. And as usual, we request that you kick up the volume of your listening devices. Sometimes the volume from the recording is low. Okay, without any further ado, we'll start the class right now. Hare Krishna.
ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदामह्यं ददाति सपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम् श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्ते सप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। ये भगवान का निर्विशेष भक्त, इम्पर्सनल टीचर। Impersonal, the manifestation of this material world is the impersonal feature of the Supreme Personality of God. And its personal feature is situated in everyone's heart as Paramatma. Therefore, it is said here, Alaksa Sarvabhutana Antarvahi Avasthitam. Although Krishna or God is outside and inside, still he is not visible. Still he is not visible. Alaksa Sarvabhuta. He is inside and outside, but still he is not visible. And not visible to whom? Not visible to the ordinary persons who are not in Krishna consciousness. For them, he is not visible. Although he is inside and outside, still he is not visible. Alaksha, Sarvabhutana. Sarvabhutana means all these ordinary living entities, they cannot see Krishna or God either within or outside. Why? Krishna says also in the Bhagavad Gita, Naham prakasa sarvasya yugumaya samaprita. I am not visible to everyone because there is a curtain which is covering the eyes of the ordinary person, Yogamaya. Just like a cloud covering the eyes to see, one cannot see the sun in complete or in full vision when there is cloud. Similarly, Maya, Yogamaya, has created a cloud on account of which we cannot see God. But the same eye can be also, I mean to say, purified. The same eye, just like about cataract. You cannot see, you become blind. But if the cataract is operated, then your vision is again divided. So you can see. Ordinarily you cannot see God, either inside or outside. Alaksham sarvabhutana antarbhahi. Although we say the God is there within, God is outside. But why you cannot see? Because we are not devotees. But as soon as you become a devotee, you become a lover of God, of Krishna, then you can see. Krishna is present everywhere. He says, Antarbhahi avasthitam. The Brahma Samhita says, Premanyana churita bhakti vilochanena santas sadaiva hridayesu vilopayanti yang sama sundaram macinta gunasarupam govindamadi purisam tamaham vaya. Premanyana churita. By prema means love. The ointment of love, when it is smeared over the eyes, then those are devotees, santa, saintly persons, they can see always Krishna within his heart. Premanyana Churitavam, anta. And Bahi, so far exterior, that he sees everything. One who is lover of God, he can see Krishna in everything. Whatever he sees Krishna there, because he knows that this thing is produced out of Krishna's energy. Take for example a flower. A devotee sees a flower produced by Krishna's energy. He sees the beauty of flowers, appreciating Krishna's artistic sense. When he hears the sweet voice of a bird, he immediately understands that Krishna is speaking so nicely through this bird. This is called Krishna consciousness. Everywhere he sees Antarbhahi. So if one comes to this platform to understand Krishna, to see Krishna within and without, by Krishna consciousness. One will see Krishna within and without always 24 hours. Nothing, he will see nothing. The others, they will simply say, where is God? God is there. Can you show me God? Such persons will never be able to understand what is God. Because they want to see God by challenge. That is not possible. God is not visible by challenge. Simply by love and surrender. Then God can be seen. Alaksha sarvabhutanam antarbhahi avasthitam. Therefore Shastra says that Alaksha aradhita jadi haris tapasa tatatkim. If one has come to the point of worshipping the Supreme Lord, there is no more necessity of undergoing severe austerities and penances. Because others, karmis and yogis, for their sense gratification, karmis, jnanis and yogis, they have to undergo severe austerities. But the bhaktas, somehow or other, He can, if he simply learns how to love Krishna, then he hasn't got to undergo severe austerities and penance. Immediately he is reached. Because that is the perfectional state. If you lead in Krishna, always loving, just like the gopis. The gopis, they learn how to love Krishna, that's all. They never underwent any severe austerities like the great saintly person going to Himalaya and pressing their nose and something. No, never. Their only business was how to love Krishna. Automatically. Without any, of course, that stage is not easily obtained. But the Shastra says, if you come to that stage, simply to love Krishna, then you are on the highest platform of blissful life. Premanjana Srita Bhakti Vilochane Santa Sadaiva Hridayesva. Santa, those are devotees. They're 24 hours seeing God. That is the highest stage of perfection. And by Krishna consciousness movement, one can be brought to this platform. How to love Krishna 24 hours without anything. But others, they cannot. Why they cannot see? Maya javanika channa. Chanyam agga adu khajamabhaya. Because their eyes are covered by a curtain created by Maya. Maya apahita jnanam. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said. They are very much proud of their knowledge, advancement of knowledge, scientific knowledge. But Krishna says, Maya apahita jnanam. Their knowledge has been taken away by Maya. Apahita means taken away. Here also the same thing Kunti says, Maya javanika channam agya. Maya javanika channa agya adokhaja abhayam. They cannot see adokhaja. Krishna, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is also known as adokhaja. Adokhaja, akhaja. Akha means direct perception. Just like we sometimes say, can you show me? Can you show me? So the answer is whether you have got eyes to see. God or Krishna cannot be seen by these eyes. So, adhukhaja. Krishna's another name is adhukhaja. Adha. Adha means down, made down or defeated. Your sense perception will be defeated if you want to realize God by your imperfect sense perception. That is not possible. It will be defeated. Adha, akhaja. Akhaja means akha. Akha means eye. Just like we say, can you show me? You cannot see. There is Maya javanika channa. By the Maya there is a curtain. What can you see? Just like we are very much proud of seeing, but we are seeing because there is light. If the light is taken away, you cannot see. So your seeing power is conditional. Your seeing power is conditional. You cannot see God in that. Only if you develop love of God, then you will be able to see all a 24 hours Krishna. This is time. Maya javanika channa agya. Because the javanika, the curtain is there, created by Maya. Therefore, everyone is agya. Agya means foolish, without any knowledge. Maya javanika channa agya adakhajo mabhyam na lakhasi muradrisha nato nato dharojata. Muradrisha. Mura means the same act. Those are seen like ignorant or act. What is the example? Just like an actor, typical actor, playing on the stage, a child. He seeing somebody acting, but the child has forgotten that his father is acting. Because the father has dressed in a different way, and he is a different posture, playing on the stage. Although the child is sitting and amongst the audience, he cannot understand that he is my father playing, because he hasn't got the understanding. It may be that he is elderly than he, that means one who is advanced his knowledge, he can see, or the mother can say, oh, don't you see your father is playing there? So although the child and the mother is there, one cannot see, other can see. That means one who has got knowledge, he can see. One who hasn't got knowledge, he cannot see, although God is everywhere. God is everywhere. Na lakhasi muradrisha nato nato dharojata. Nato means the theatrical actor. When he is dressed just like an actor, the foolish man cannot see him. Nato nato dharojata. Tatha paramhansanam muninam amalatmanam bhakti yoga vidhanatham katham paschima hrisya. Others, those who are paramhansa, how Krishna does not become visible, because he is visible only to the paramhansa. Paramhansa means the supreme position of a human being. That is called Paramahansa. There are, according to Vedic system, there are Brahman, Kshatri, Vaishya, Shudra, and Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. The 8 stages. The sannyasi is to be supposed the first class stage. Among the sannyas stage also, there are 4 stages. Kuticha, Bahuda, Parivrajakacarya and Paramahansa. Not that all sannyasis on the equal status. The first status is Kuticha. Sannyas means one has to give up the relationship with family. In the beginning of stage, because he is newly entered in the sannyas life, it is not possible for him to give up immediately his village. Of course, when there was systematic sannyas system, that everyone had to take sannyas at a certain stage. Nowadays there is sannyas, accepting sannyas life is also forbidden, because nobody can actually follow strictly the rules and regulations. And neither anybody has got any inclination to accept sannyas. Therefore, in these days, sannyas is sometimes forbidden. Kalu pancha vivarjaya. But if you ask why you have taken sannyas or you have got some sannyasi, this sannyas is not karma sannyas. This sannyas is devotion sannyas, Vaishnava sannyas. But Vaishnava sannyasi means anyone who gives up everything and devotes simply his time for pushing on Krishna consciousness movement, he is also sannyas. It is recommended in the Bhagavad Gita. Sa sannyasi sa yogi cha. Anasthita karma phalam kajam karma karoti ja. One who is working anasthita karma phalam without any desire to enjoy the fruits of his activity. These sannyasis, they are working for Krishna. They have no desire to make any profit out of it. Other sannyasis, they are making any profit. They want mukti, moksha. But these sannyasis, they do not want even moksha. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the ideal sannyasi, he says, Mama janmani janmani sare bhavata bhakti rahoituti. He never claimed that I may not have any more birth. Moksha means one who hasn't got to take birth of this material body. That is called moksha. So Vaishnava sannyasi, they do not want even moksha. Therefore, they have no demand. So that sannyasi is different from the ordinary sannyasi. Ordinary sannyasi, he has demand. He wants mukti. But Vaishnava sannyasi, either he is in sannyasi dress or in not sannyasi dress, simply because his aim and object is to satisfy Krishna. Therefore he is sannyasi. Anasthita karma. He has no shelter of the work that he is doing for Krishna. Not that I shall work in this way and there will be good result and I will enjoy it. Other sannyasis, they are thinking like that. I will go austerities and penances severely. I shall go to Himalaya and execute very rigidly all the principles of sannyas. But as a result of this, I will get liberated, mukti. Therefore he has got demand. So that sannyasi and this sannyasi is different. Anasthita karma phalam kajam karma karo. Sa sannyasi. So this sannyasi can be accepted even in grihastha life, even in householder life. Because in one sense, all these boys and girls who are working for Krishna, they have no other desire. They are all sannyasis. Because they have no desire to achieve any result out of their work. The only thing they want, the Krishna bhakti, how Krishna will be satisfied. They are engaged in seeking work because they want to satisfy Krishna. Krishna says, Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja. They are teaching all over the world the same principle, the same philosophy. That please surrender to Krishna and you will be happy. That is their mission. They have no other mission. Therefore, anasthita karma phalam kajam karta, they are all sannyas. So, out of the, of course, because Lord Chaitanya accepted this sannyas, so we are maintaining that system. But the actual point of sannyasi is not mukti, but satisfy Krishna. That is how Krishna will be satisfied. How Krishna's representative will be satisfied. Because we have to work under Krishna's representative. Anything we work, if we want to be expert, then we have to work under some expert. Therefore we accept Guru. We do not serve Krishna directly. We accept Guru. Jasta prasadad bhagavat prasad. The principle is Guru is the representative of Krishna. And if we work under Guru, and if we can satisfy, then Krishna is satisfied. That is very easy to understand. Suppose in an office you are working under some officer, you have no acquaintance with the proprietor. But your pay, your promotion will be considered by the proprietor on the recommendation of this office. When the officer will say, yes, this man has worked very nicely, then your increment of wage and your promotion immediately will be accepted by the proprietor. Therefore, Shastra says, Jasya prasadada bhagavat prasad. If you can satisfy your spiritual master, then you must know that you are satisfied Krishna. Because he is the representative of Krishna, you are working under him. So if he says it is all right, Krishna says it is all right, although you have never seen it. And Jasya prasadada nagati kutodi. And if the spiritual master says, no, you are doing nothing, then you are all spoiled, all level is spoiled. Nagati kutodi. You have no other. So, this Paramahansa stage is, we have come to explain Paramahansana. Here it is said, Tatha Paramahansanam Muninam Amalatmana. Amalatmana. Amal means without any dirty thing. Paramahansa means without any, what is the dirty thing? The dirty thing is to have any slight desire for enjoying this material world. That is called dirty. Amal. Everyone is samala. Samala with dirty. The karmi, jnani, yogi, everyone is infected with dirty things. Why? The karmi is the one that I shall be elevated in the heavenly planet, and I shall enjoy that in the Nandan-Kana, and beautiful wife, beautiful woman. That is their ambition. As the people are working very hard here, everyone wants a very comfortable life with good bank balance, good house, and good wife, good children. That is their ambition. That is karmi. They have no other ambition. Similarly, Jnani, when the Jnani sees that his good wife, good family, good money and good house is nonsense, it will not stay. For some years I can enjoy, then it will be all vanquished. They are Jnani. They know how things are happening. Therefore they want mukti, but there is still one. So now I have given up all this, I don't want this material happiness, now I shall merge into the existence of the Supreme Lord, because Supreme Lord is the Supreme Enjoyer, so if I become one with Him, then I shall enjoy Supreme. The same enjoyment spirit is there, to merge into the Supreme. See that in a different way only. That the Karmis are directly trying to enjoy sense enjoyment. They are indirectly wanting another kind, another higher status of sense enjoyment. Similarly, the yogis also, they want to play some jugglery, magic. If they can achieve one of the, there are 8 kinds of yoga siddhi. There are many, you will find, they are saying some yoga siddhi, and people are after them. People, foolish people, they are thinking that he is God. If you can create something by jugglery, suppose I am sitting here, I make like this, and immediately I produce something, golden pot. immediately thousands of people will come. Oh, here is God. Here is God. Because he has produced a cup, golden cup, which is worth say 2,000 rupees. Therefore he has become. There are many person masters that are producing 2,000 rupees every moment. Then why is not God? But the foolish people, they have no sense. They are captivated by this jugglery, Yoga Siddhi. So Yoga Siddhi, this jugglery, Yoga Siddhi, magic, captivates foolish person. So they want Yoga Siddhi. If some foolish person gathers, then he gets sense enjoyment. That is another type of sense enjoyment. So therefore, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita it is said that Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sakali Asana. They are not Paramahansa. Paramahansa, here it is said that Bhakti Yoga Vidharartham Tatha Paramahansanam Munina Amalatmana. Amalatman means when there is no more dirty things. The Kurmis, they have got dirty things, sense enjoyment. The Jnanis, they have got also dirty things. One may say that Mukti is dirty thing. Yes, according to Vaishnava calculation, it is dirty thing. Because Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur, he said, Kaivallam narakayate. Kaivalla means to become one with the Supreme. Mukti. He says it is exactly like hell. Kaivallam narakayate. Srirasa pura akasa puspayat. And this heavenly planet, the domain or the objective of the karmi, that is like flower in the sky. And Duddhanta Indriya Kala Sattva Patali Patkhatatam style. Duddhanta Indriya Kala Sattva Patali. The yogis, their first business is they get so much Yoga Siddhi because first business is Indriya Sanjam. Yoga Siddhi is not obtained easily. One has to practice it. And the first practice is controlling the senses. Duddhanta Indriya Kala Sattva Patali Patkhata Namaskar. So anyway, our point is that Paramahansa means one who has no such dirty things in the heart. Bhukti, Mukti, Siddhi. All they are dirty things. Bhukti means material enjoyment. Mukti means to merge into the existence of the Supreme Lord. And Siddhi means Yoga Siddhi. So they are all dirty things. So such dirty, a person with such dirty things, he is not Paramahansa. He may be a sannyasi, but he is not a Paramahansa. Paramahansa means who has no dirty things. Anna vilasita sannam jnana karmadanabritam anukullina krishnanushilanam bhakti uttama. So all the bhaktas, those are pure devotees, he is Paramahansa. So Krishna comes to teach these high science of devotion to make people Paramahansa. Not these dirty Kurmis, Jnanis and yogis. Krishna's business is therefore Krishna first condition says, Sarvadhamman Parityajya Mami Gang Sarana. Just you surrender unto me and I shall make you a Paramahansa, then you will be able to see all of it. Thank you. So long a man is disturbed with all these dirty things, he cannot understand Krishna, Paramahansa. So it is rather difficult to understand Krishna. Manusyanam sahasresu kaschid jatati siddhaye jatatam api siddhyanam kaschid vetti mam tattva. But We are trying to push on Krishna consciousness by the direction of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it may be possible by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to understand Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, it will be difficult subject.
Hare Krishna. So here, devotees, we heard another wonderful lecture by Srila Prabhupada, and he spent quite a bit of time talking about ordinary sannyasis and Vaishnava sannyasis and what the difference is. Anyway, so this is the time when normally we'll unmute ourselves and have some discussion based on what we've heard. So anyone who feels like doing that, please unmute yourself now and then start sharing. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances to Shri
Yep, my
Prabhupada.
God, Srila Prabhupada.
I have two takeaways, but I'll just share one for now. I have to remember the other one, but the first one that I really liked, that really woke up my consciousness, I think is the word, I don't know, is when Shri Prabhupada said that if we do not have the love in the heart, we cannot see Krishna. That was a very powerful point to me because it reminds me of the pastime of, the gopis, they will stop everything because they have, for Krishna, because they have the love in the heart. So I was really appreciating this point from Srila Prabhupada where he says the only way we can see Krishna is we have the love in the heart. So if we do not have the love in the heart, it's very hard for us to see Krishna. So which means we have to develop that mood, because that is the mood of the gopis and Radharani. They will stop everything, no matter what it is, and just serve Krishna. And the gopis, so the wives of the Brahmanas, they stopped everything and they were wives to go serve Krishna. The gopis will stop their household duties to go serve Krishna. They'll just drop everything just like that to go serve Krishna, because they can see Krishna, because they have the love in the heart. So I was really meditating on that, how can we see Krishna? But in order for us to see Krishna, we have to develop the love in the heart. But in order to develop the love in the heart, which is the mood of the gopis, are we willing to sacrifice, drop everything, and serve the Lord? Only then can we develop that mood, if we do it over and over and over again. So that was one of my takeaways. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. The devotee's aim is Krishna Prema, to love Krishna. And this is a process to do it, but we have to be careful that Maya doesn't steer us away from the aim that we're trying to get to. Thank you very much for sharing the takeaway. Anyone else would like to share a takeaway or ask a question or connect with a realization that they've had, maybe from another lecture? You can unmute yourself now and share with all of us. Hare Krishna. Anyone else? Hare Krishna. So, all right, so what people are thinking about this, I'll also share some of my takeaways. So, the impersonal manifestation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is a material world. And that is definitely proven. This statement is proven by the Virat Rupa, the gigantic form of the Lord. And the personal form is the Paramatma seated in everyone's heart. Then Srila Prabhupada says Krishna is not visible to ordinary people. He has a curtain that blocks the non-devotee. But when the eyes become purified, then the devotees are able to see Krishna within the heart. So one who is a lover of God can see everything. Everything. They connect everything to Krishna. Even when they see a flower, they know that the flower is produced from Krishna's energy. So that platform, when one comes to that, then they see everything within and without. And then Srila Prabhupada also said, there are some people who challenge, show me God. God is dead. Have you seen God? He says, we cannot see Krishna by such type of challenge. Mm. When one comes to the level of loving Krishna, one doesn't have to go through another point, severe austerities, just like the gopis. Mm. They were just purely loving Krishna. And some people go through severe austerities in the Himalayas and they don't get anywhere close to the kind of love that Krishna is experiencing from the gopis. Mm-hmm. So Krishna consciousness movement can help one come to the platform of blissful life by loving Krishna 24 hours. Mm-hmm. This our regular senses, we cannot see Krishna so easily. Sense perception cannot be successful because the Lord is not so easy to see. He's our hope setter. Mm-hmm. So those who are non-devotees, the curtain is created by Maya. And the Bhagavad Gita, he says it in Bhagavad Gita also, I reserve the right not to be visible to those who don't believe in me, don't, turn their lives towards me. So one who has knowledge can see God, and one who has no knowledge, who lacks the knowledge of crystal consciousness, cannot see. So this is some of the takeaways that I have. Hare Krishna. If anyone wants to chime in and share some more, that would be nice. Hare Krishna.
There was one point that also my second takeaway when Srila Prabhupada was, I'm assuming this class is given in India because Srila Prabhupada used the word boys and girls, and he was saying these boys and girls have given up everything.
Yes.
Krishna's desire. And we know how young those devotees were at that time. They were all in their 20s, late teens to 20s. I don't think any of them were even past 30. I mean, when Tamal Krishna Maharaj was asked to become a sannyas, he was like 22 or something like that, like really, all the sannyasis were like that became sannyasis were 25 and below, pretty much. And some of them were grahastas who were in their 20s. So I was thinking how Srila Prabhupada was so proud. He was so proud when he said, all these boys and girls has given up everything for Krishna's desire because they wanted to serve Krishna and they wanted to please Krishna. So I was really thinking, wow, they gave up so much because they love Prabhupada, they love their spiritual master, that they were, they would give up anything and please Krishna and his desires. So that was in my second takeaway, that they were, again, going back to what your Prabhupada said about in order to see Krishna, we have to have the love in the heart. But in order to have the love in the heart, we have to be ready to drop everything and serve the Lord, just like these boys and girls, like Srila Prabhupada said, his meaning his, his disciples, the American boys and girls, these devotees, they just drop everything and just to serve the Lord and whatever was, told to them. So that was that's my second takeaway. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yes. In our hearts, we should be willing to do that. Even if we're doing some things that's material because it's the way our life is now, we still have to put service to the Lord as priority over anything else that we do. Everything else pertains to the body, it pertains to the material world, and it is temporary. So what's important is Krishna consciousness, and that's what we have to give the highest priority to. That way we can become Paramhamsa. That's what Prabhupada was describing also. Thank you very much. Anyone else that wants to share can unmute themselves now. If not, then in the meantime, I'll go through a few more things that I noted from this lecture. So Srila Prabhupada talked about the 8 stages, Varna Ashram. Varna Ashram. So especially the ashram, the brahmachari, grihasta, vanaprastha, and sannyas, he focused more on the sannyasis. So the highest position in the ashram is sannyas. But then there are some that are ordinary sannyasis and then some that are Vaishnava sannyasis. And he said the ordinary sannyasis, they want liberation, they want mukti. But that is not the thinking of a Vaishnava sannyasi. A Vaishnava sannyasi does not want that. So, Ma Janmani Janmani Isware Bhavatad Bhakti Ahoitiki Twai. life after life, even if they have to come back to the material world, they still want to serve Krishna. Mm. So Vaishnav sannyasi, and then he categorized Vaishnav sannyasis because their business is full-time serving Krishna. That anyone who also does the same thing, full-time serving Krishna, even though they're not in the saffron list, in one sense, is a sannyasi also. Mm. So, and then he talked about expertise. If you want to be an expert, you have to work under an expert. Therefore, a devotee also, wanting to grow in Krishna consciousness, has to have spiritual master to guide that person. Yashat Prasadam Bhagavat Prasadam. When the spiritual master is satisfied, then Krishna is also satisfied. So that's how that works. So then he talked about Amala Atmanam. Amala means dirty things. What's the dirty things? To enjoy this material body. That's desired by karmis. They want to do that. Gyanis want to merge into the Supreme because he is the enjoyer. Then the Gyanis are thinking when they merge into the Supreme, they can also enjoy. So they want some high status of sense enjoyment. It's still sense enjoyment. Yogis, they want to play and do some jugglery through the yoga siddhis, the mystic perfections. That is also sense enjoyment. So these are all not Paramhamsas. Paramhamsas have no dirty things in the heart. So all the bhaktas who are pure devotees, the Papa says they are Paramhamsas. And how do one get there? Does one get there? Krishna says, surrender to me. Surrender to me. Sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. Krishna says, surrender to me, and with that surrender, you will eventually become a sannyasi. I mean, Paramhamsa, a Paramhamsa, by surrendering to Krishna. So ordinarily, it's difficult to understand Krishna, as it says in the end. But in this movement, we're trying to push on Krishna consciousness by the direction of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So through his mercy, we'll be able to understand Krishna, definitely by chanting the holy name of the Lord, and then slowly we'll develop Krishna Prema, love of Godhead. Otherwise, it becomes a very difficult subject matter to deal with. Hare Krishna. Any other comments or questions?
Actually, when you're talking about the sannyas part, that's the part that I forgot. To my second takeaway, that your Prabhupada said that all these boys and girls give up everything so they are sannyasis. That's the point that that the other. So thank you for bringing that up. So Sri Prabhupada was saying that even though they were so young, and he used the word young boys and girls, they give up everything for Krishna's desire, so they are sannyasis. So that the other half I forgot. Thank you, Haribo.
Hare Krishna. Sri Prabhupada also has defined brahmacharya. Sometimes when a grihastha is living according to the do's and don'ts of grihastha life, it means especially sex life, they're not involved in it ordinarily or have even a sinful desire, sinful, lusty desire, then that person is also just as in the same type of consciousness as a brahmachari is, even though they are in the grihastha ashram. So that's also another point. It's not in this lecture, but he made that point in a different lecture. Any last comments? If not, then we thank you very much for coming on today. And as Srila Prabhupada teaches, we become more and more enlightened, and that would also help our growth in Bhakti Yoga. So, dear devotees, midweek, have a wonderful rest of your week. Vanchakalpatarubhishcha kripa sundibhi evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you again.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Lord Srila Prabhupada.